Welcome, 405th Baseball People, Google Plus Circles, and Fat Ass Productions. I, as always, am Mike C, and it's time for one of those weird, wacky, wild, wonderful videos that I do. If you're looking at my feet, that's what that means. So, welcome to my kitchen in my house. Our house, me and my girlfriend's house. And it's time for a retrospective real quick. God, I hated this helmet. I didn't really like it after I'd finished painting it, and I still don't like it now. Am I proud that I did it? Oh, yes. It looks terrible. Paint's coming off. That acetate visor, this shoddy, crappy Bondo work. How much did I learn? I learned that much. God, I love that helmet. The old Trooper Bucket. She's a little small, but you know what? She fits me just right. Like a glove. From there, I used some of the things that I've learned over the years that I've been building. That's right. I've been a busy boy. I'm slow. I'm sorry. I started these at the beginning of summer for 3 of my friends. Dutch, Mark V, and CQB. There's a reason why they're in this very specific order, and I'm going to talk about that real quick. I'm going to try and keep this video under 10 minutes. So, these helmets are currently arranged from largest pain in my... Oh my god. To... That was easy. Let's make it look nice. Let's talk about some of the things that I hated and loved about these builds. What I loved about Dutch. It's basically an ODST helmet, but it's very simple. What I hated about it, 5 Pepakura builds, asymmetrical after the resin was applied, enough to make me insane. Insane! The vents, I had to grind them off, and then I asked a friend of mine for some help, and she was amazingly helpful in getting these on there. And they look fantastic. Thank you, Joe. What I like about it overall, I don't hate it anymore. It looks okay now in my mind. All the asymmetry about it bothers the Christ out of me, but you know what? I can live with that as long as my friend's happy with it, because it's not my helmet. Oh my god, I just noticed something else. I just gotta look into something else. Okay, Mark V. What did I love about it? It was a really, really easy pep file to build. I mean, like, pathetically easy. What did I hate about it? These flanges. Making them was kind of a pain to get the rondo to flow into them. It's asymmetrical here because, like that, it experienced some warping. These I cut wrong. I was looking at some files. They were basically a blurry texture, and I just couldn't really quite figure it out. So I cut them the way I thought I should, and then I looked at my Master Chief Halo 1 super polygonal McFarlane figure up close and was like, oh, they should be running along this angle here. But I've shown it to my friend, he likes it, so you know what, I can live with that. I just gotta cut 2 holes there for the lights, and then I'm done. Dutch, Mark V. CQB, what do I love about it, what do I hate about it? What did I hate about it? After I'd done the resin, this turned into a giant divot. It's still not sanded nicely, but there was just a bunch of problems with this. No matter how much I tried to stop it from collapsing when it was getting resined with fiberglass, it did anyway. But I managed to kind of save it. There's still some really big unevens and low spots on it. I'm sorry, Jason, but what do I love about it? Everything, actually. From the way these turned out, these little divots right here that I had to carve out of it, to these lines actually didn't turn out that terrible, to the overall surfacing of the helmet, it's not bad. It's still got little pit marks and stuff in it like my ODST, but a lot less. And I'm getting better as a builder, but these are still garbage in my eyes. Still garbage. Until I can make something glassy smooth, like it's been machined, I will always view them as garbage. Always as garbage. But, let's talk about, a little more in depth, what do I love about each of them, and what it is I feel like I could have worked on more. Dutch, what do I love about you? Overall, in the end, it looks a lot like my first ODST bucket, which is a good thing for me, because this is kind of like where I feel comfy at right now. The panel lines are a little off, you know, the vents could be a little better, but overall it looks good. It does its job, and I'm very satisfied with it. Dutch, you're now at that level where you're only a moderate disappointment. Things I would have rather have worked on about you to make you a little bit nicer. The lip right in here versus over here. For some reason, I could not get that to flush out on either side. I tried grinding, I tried building up. It just, neither option really worked out very well. If I built up this side, I lost all the detail in here, back when these were still attached. If I tried grinding down this side, I'd hit the paper and the build underneath, and it just got ugly, so there's no way I could really balance it. Around the back, what I don't like around the back is that I forgot to do this. I didn't fill that with anything, but I can live with that because my ODST is like that, except it's got the little teeth dealies. I can live with a smooth back end of a helmet, especially considering I put all the time and effort in the last couple of months into this one, trying to get it to be perfect, but it failed. What do I love and hate about this Mark V? A little bit more in depth. I already told you about the vents and the warping up here, and this line's not straight. I tried to fix that really hard. The more I tried, actually, the worse it got, which is what's really unfortunate about it. I hope Cody doesn't kill me for that. What I like about it, spinning it around, the panel line's carved in real nice with my my panel line scribe. There's a spot right there. I should probably backfill, but the priming's a little ugly right now. It's just got some junk stuck to it. I accidentally rolled it before the primer was completely dry. I like the polygonalness of it. It really, really brings back some Halo 1 memories. I like the simplicity of the build. I like the overall effect of the helmet and how nice it is when it's done. The vents, the holes that I have to carve or just bore in real quick. I liked the way this one came out. Like I said, I view this and Dutch over here in the same regard as I view my second ODST helmet. Getting better, but not quite there. They look good, but a little rough around the edges. This CQB I'm most proud of. Why? Because of stuff like this. This was an advanced building technique to me, because I had to carve away a nice circular hole in the Bondo. What I did for that actually is I used my Dremel with the grinding head on it, the flat disc one, and just very gently ground down a little bit and then out and around. It was really oblong shaped in all these little spots here, but how I got them to be nice and circular, this one not quite, but the rest of these, how I got them to be so nice and circular was I took a quarter and covered the bottom of it in painter's tape and then did a painter's tape cylinder just around it, so it was like a little tube, and just stuck it in each of the holes because it fit in snugly, and then I just did Bondo backfilling on it, and then from there they just turned out phenomenal. The panel lines, you can still see some of the marker residue on here from before I paint. They carved in beautifully with my scribe. The Bondo took to the scribe way better than I ever thought it would. So all these little lines here, even under the chin here, they came out fantastic. You can see some of the chipping and stuff. Things that I did like this. There's some work needing to be done right there. Just noticed that. Things I love about this right here, and I'm going to spin it around now, show off the very pretty backside of it. Things like these, that's new to me. What I did there was I actually bought some 1.5 millimeter thick styrene plastic sheets, gouged up the Bondo work, gouged up the styrene, and then used, they call it seal-all, to attach it, and then I heat gunned the entire thing to give it that nice bend. So I was very slowly bending it around the back of the helmet after I glued it in place here and here. And these little guys I just attached, and then I did some light backfill along here. And then used one piece of 220 grit sandpaper to keep it nice and smooth. So the vents on the side turned out awesome. The back, in my opinion, turned out great. I have one little deform here because I accidentally pressed on it a little too hard as I bent it down, and I can't really fix that now. But other than that, like, it's the only real problem that I actually have with this helmet. They need visors fitted, and they need paint, but I'll throw some pics up as well. These 3 helmets are for 3 of my friends, and I'm just giving them away. So you know what? I think the quality of the overall build is worth the price. Not terrible, but not fantastic. I tried really hard to get them to look nicer, but I just kind of ended up breaking them a little bit more, which is unfortunate. So yeah, 3 helmets, 3 friends, and a look back at, oh god, better, and getting there. So yeah, I'm Mike C. That's my helmet video. This is nearly 10 minutes long, so I'm gonna bounce. Bye, everybody.